to demonstrate how to conduct a precinct caucus. Since I don't have actual registered voters available to help me in this demonstration, I've enlisted the help of some friends. Meet Frosty, Angel, Stretch, Julian, and Fuzz.
Every registered voter attending their precinct caucus is to enter their information on this form. They may not have a phone number or email address, but they must sign, print their full name, and include their physical address, city, and zip code.
It was nice to meet all of you. I now call this caucus to order. I appoint Frosty as temporary secretary.
I like to write.
Our temporary secretary will write down our precinct number, the date and the time our caucus was called to order. He will also take notes on everything we talk about and the results of all our voting. Next is the election of a permanent caucus chairman if necessary. If you are a PCO and you're chairing the caucus, this step is not necessary since you are automatically the permanent caucus chair.
Now I'll take nominations for a permanent caucus chair. Are there any nominations for permanent caucus chair?
I nominate Laura.
Are there any other nominations?
I nominate Fuzz.
Are there any other nominations for permanent caucus chair? Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. I'll ask for a show of hands. Those in favor of Fuzz as permanent caucus chair, please raise your hand. Those in favor of me as permanent caucus chair, raise your hand.
As temporary chair, I don't vote unless my vote is needed as a tiebreaker.
The vote is 4-1 in favor of me. Thank you. Now we need to elect a permanent caucus secretary. Are there any nominations for permanent caucus secretary?
I nominate Frosty.
Are there any other nominations for permanent caucus secretary? Any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. I'll ask for a show of hands. Those in favor of Frosty as permanent caucus secretary, please raise your hand.
As chairman, I don't vote unless my vote is needed as a tiebreaker.
The vote is 5-0 in favor of Frosty as permanent caucus secretary. Congratulations, Frosty.
Now allow time for resolutions and platform discussion. You can view and print a copy of the platform at yakimacountyrepublicans.org. Next is the nomination and election of delegates to the county convention. This must start after 10:30 a.m. and before 11:30 a.m.
Now we elect delegates to the county convention.
If you are a PCO, you are an automatic delegate to the county convention.
Are there any nominations for delegates to the county convention?
Ask for nominations. Nominees must be available to attend the county convention. You must ask for nominations 3 times after receiving no response, then close nominations. If there are more nominees than delegate positions, each nominee must be given a reasonable amount of time to express their views concerning their candidacy. Each nominee must be given the same amount of time to speak. Then take a vote. Further instructions can be found in Rule 15 of the 2010 Caucus and Convention Rules. Enter information for each of the delegates elected in the spaces provided on this form.
Next, we elect alternates to the county convention. Are there any nominations for alternates to the county convention?
Ask for nominations. Nominees must be available to attend the county convention. You must ask for nominations 3 times after receiving no response. Then close nominations. For more information on the election of alternates, see Rule 16 on the Caucus and Convention Rules. Enter information for each of the alternates elected in the spaces provided on this form. In the absence of a delegate at the county convention, alternates shall be seated in the order of their position number.
Thank you all for coming today. This caucus is now adjourned. Did you get all that, Frosty?